Week 5 lecture notes, and we're going to do one more video on geometric series. We're going to do this last problem right here. Alright, we're going to be finding the sum of the first 16 terms of this series. 2 plus 3 plus 4.5 plus who knows what's next. Do you know what's next? Well, if we find the common ratio we can find out. But basically we're going to be adding up the first 16 terms. We don't have to write them out. Everything we need is right here. Alright, grab your note card that has the sum of a finite series, because we're only finding 16 terms of this series. So that's this one right here. I've got it on my note card because it's got all the pieces written out that I need. So let's do this. I really don't like that I don't have much room here, so I'm going to go to a separate piece of paper. And let's start writing. S sub 16 equals, my first term is 2, parentheses 1 minus, I need my common ratio. So let's go off to the side for a moment and find the common ratio. Okay, 2 plus 3 plus 4.5, all I need is any two of these numbers in the series and take 1 divided by the 1 in front of it. So I'm going to use the 2 and the 3. So my common ratio, R, is 3 divided by 2. Those are the two I'm going to use. Divide the number by the 1 in front of it. And 3 divided by 2 is 1.5. So that's what I'm going to use for R in my formula. So 1 minus 1.5, and that has to get raised to the n power, and n is 16. I'm finding the sum of 16 terms, and over 1 minus my common ratio again, 1.5. Alright, we're going to need to do some simplifying, and let's simplify the bottom first. 1 minus 1.5. Won't that be negative 1/2? Negative 0.5? 1 subtract 1.5. Check it on the calculator if you don't believe me. And let's see. I can actually distribute this 2. Should I or not? I think I'm going to. It'll help me simplify better. 2 times 1 is 2. Got that there. Subtract 2 times 1.5 to the 16th power. I don't know if that did me any good or not. I think at this point I'm going to grab my calculator. And I'm going to calculate the top, press equals, and then divide by the bottom. So here we go. I've got 2 subtract 2 times 1.5 power up to the 16th power. Press equals. Now don't clear your calculator. I have a negative number, which makes sense. I'm going to divide that by the negative 1.5, or excuse me, negative 1/2 on the bottom. Let me clear that. Negative 0.5 or negative 1/2 on the bottom. And I end up with a very large number, 2,623, and let's round to the nearest hundredth. Now I could keep going. This is a finite number, but it goes on quite far in my calculator. And there we have it, the sum of the first 16 terms of this geometric series.